Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid, just come down into Bitcoin, big up the CoinsKid crew. So Bitcoin has made a run for it. It's made a run for the weekly 20 EMA, which was a technical target, which we have now met. And like I said to you, I think that is very strong resistance right there. That's a good place to take any profit if you're on any longs or look for a swing opportunity right now. What I'm looking for is multiple closes above the weekly 20 and especially the weekly 55 EMA. I think if we start to see that, then there's absolutely zero questions that the bottom from which you've come is your bottom basically. So a long way off at the minute. We've got a lot of work to do. I know a lot of people are jumping up and down, screaming at the bottoms in. Potentially it is, but we're looking for confirmation on this channel, okay? So the total crypto market capitalization is approaching that $1 trillion market capitalization right there, okay? It's currently around about 944. I think it's sort of touched a trillion and it's coming back a little bit, which is what I was expecting anyway. So we are having a little bit of retracement. I would like to see a deeper retracement, to be honest with you. We'll take a look at the charts, but let's look at some, indicators right now for Bitcoin. So looking at Bitcoin on the weekly time frame, then it's all good at the minute, okay? We've had a beautiful reaction off a bullish divergence down here as well. We've got a series of lower lows in the price action, then we've got a series of higher lows in the RSI as well. So it's a big bullish divergence. We did create the opposite of that beginning way back there in December 2021, January 2021. I do apologize. Just after Christmas 2020, we started to create a big bearish divergence there, where in the RSI we're creating lower highs, and then the RSI in the price action we're creating higher highs basically. So that's called a bearish divergence. And we've actually been respecting this trend line just here since way back when it began in 2021 in January, and we've literally broken it 2 years to the month. This month we've broken out of that. Okay, so this could be a really good indicator. We might be on the cusp of some kind of reversal at the moment, but I don't want to get too excited. I don't want to jump up and down and call it, because obviously I need to see confirmation, and the confirmation for me will be start to come up and get back above that red line just there, which is the 55 EMA on the weekly. I think if we start to close out above that, there's zero questions to me, zero sort of doubt that we have bottomed basically for Bitcoin, and the charts are showing us that right now. Okay, we will come back, we will have pullbacks. We will retrace. This is how it all works. And all I'm looking for confirmation for Bitcoin to say that we have bottomed is the break and the close above the 55 EMA. It's not bullshit. It's not spiel. It is what it is. Because when you come down and you create a beautiful W double bottom pattern down there, and you start to get your ass back above 55 and the 20, creating the golden cross. Historically that's just been a massive signal for Bitcoin. It's never not been. Okay, you come down, capitulation, some kind of double bottom, start to get back above these EMAs, hold a support. You're in a beautiful uptrend and a beautiful impulsive move, okay, that starts from the bottom. Just there, we're starting to come back up again, holding the EMAs, see you later, in a golden cross. So this is what we're looking for. We've been through all this pain, misery for the last, since way back there in 2021. We've potentially bottomed here, but what we're looking for is the confirmation and the break and the closing above key resistances to sort of confirm that we are in this new impulsive move over the next sort of 3 years here, after this 1 year depreciation, 3 years appreciation, 1 year depreciation. We're just in this 4 year cycle for Bitcoin. It's the end of it. So with it, we are breaking out of the RSI, which is a nice little statement from Bitcoin on bullish divergence. We have got the stock in the floor, which is starting to break up, which is amazing. Equally, we are on the cusp here of creating a very rare signal on the weekly time frame. It's called a buy, hash ribbon buy signal on the weekly time frame, okay? So Bitcoin has broke out, into the weekly 20. I want to see the follow through here. I really do. I'm going to drop a level in for you that I think if we start to see Bitcoin taking that out, and I've gone through this with you in a previous video, I think just before Christmas, I said to you that if we can see Bitcoin coming up and taking out that low just there at 19,507, roughly this candle here, okay, because I think that's some kind of impulsive wave one. I think that if Bitcoin does that, okay, we could be negating the fact that we're going to go again, and this could be negating the fact that this is some kind of A, B, C correction, looking for continuation. This is simply a retracement, looking for the continuation of a potential 5 waves down, of a final sort of leg of the C wave. So we've got something like this. This is a 1, this is an irregular wave 2, then we've had a 3, then we've got a 4, which is retracing right now to the wave 1 high, which is this red line. Okay, if we start to bust above that, for me, I think we're negating any further downside, and we could begin to say, okay, what we've got is an impulsive wave, corrective wave, an impulsive wave off the lows. So in theory, if that does happen, boom, that would be my final leg down there. If we get rejected here, start to fall, lose this neckline on the W double bottom pattern, I think we've got a final impulsive move down here towards the 14k mark, okay, for Bitcoin. And I think that will be the end of it. I think that will be the end of your C wave, okay. It will qualify for that. So the negation of this particular, bearish scenario is that we need to see Bitcoin come up and take out 19507, okay, to negate this impulsive wave down there, because I think you've got a 1, a 2, a regular wave 2, some kind of A, B, C correction in there, and then you've got a big 3. Look a representation of that big candle as a big 3, and run a potentially A, B, C wave 4 into key resistance before going again. And if that happens, I think this could be the optimal entry point down here for Bitcoin. But the negation of that is if we start to see Bitcoin busting a move, breaking above this weekly 20, taking out this resistance and starting to come up, okay. And I think if we start to see that, then this was your bottom, and what you've potentially got here is an impulsive move off the lows where you've got a 1. This was a wave 2, and right now you are actually in a wave 3, which is the power you need to break this support, okay, which you've lost, and all this resistance, the EMAs, this 55 EMA, and I think your wave 3 will just come up there like that, okay. It will really take off into space before you get a 4 and a 5 like that, something like that for Bitcoin, okay. Is a possible scenario. Now we did experience something very, very similar off the previous low down here, where we've got this big 1, 2, and then all this was a massive push, subsets of waves within waves off the lows right here. So we need to see this similar scenario where we've got 1, 2, this is part of a 3, potential 4, 5, and that was the end of a big impulsive move, okay. Clearly 5 waves, subsets of waves have been a large impulsive wave which came off the bottom. So again, if we start to see Bitcoin pushing up, taking out those key resistances, like I said to you, pushing towards the 55 EMA, I think you're getting your confirmation of a bottom right there. But until that, there is the possibility that all we're doing is we're tracing for the continuation of this impulsive move to the downside, okay. So just be careful, again, you can just wait for this confirmation by breaking this resistance or falling down and losing the support. You just be patient basically for Bitcoin. So that's the general outlook for Bitcoin. It's not completely out of the woods yet. We are breaking out into the technical target of the 20 EMA. I think if we start to see Bitcoin breaking above 19507, for me, you're negating any kind of impulsive move to the downside, and this will begin to look like an impulsive wave up to the upside, okay. And I'll give you all your targets going forward of a potential wave 1 off the bottom right there for Bitcoin, okay. Hope you enjoyed that update. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned, and thank you for support. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.